All right. Good Friday morning, everyone. Forecaster Josiah Acheampong here. Thank you for tuning in for your weather here. Taking a look outdoors at our sky cam in Bushland, we await another beautiful fiery sunrise in just a couple of minutes as the sun peers over the horizon as we look toward the west. Nothing really impacting your morning commute. Right now, we are at 50 degrees. A wind's coming in from the west northwest at 7 miles an hour, and our dew point's at 36, so we're recovering after yesterday's dew points in the 20s. Taking a look right now at our temperatures around the area, largely in the 40s and 50s, especially for areas east, a bit warmer, 56 in Shamrock, 60 in Paducah, 43 in Hereford, and 36 in Boise City at this point in time. Now, taking a look at our wind speed, still light and variable for now, anywhere between about 5 to 15 miles an hour or so. But as the morning continues, we will likely see those increase. Taking a look at our radar and water vapor imagery, just breaking down what's going on if you're traveling by air. Let's start out west. We can see right now that upper level circulation just off the coast actually of Northern California, bringing heavy rain to the northern areas. Still some flooding going on through places like Malibu and Southern California. So pack your patience if you are traveling. The good news is they're seeing the precip start to die down a bit, especially in Southern California. But mountain snows, they've picked up feet of snow there in the Sierra Nevadas. Seattle also dealing with some moisture there, and all that moisture continues to stream across portions of Idaho into Montana as high pressure continues to dominate here across the plains. All eyes turn out toward the east as this snow system here, the storm system, bringing heavy snow to portions of the Great Lakes, Buffalo getting hit with heavy bands of snow. All of that will continue downstream to places like New York, Philadelphia, and Boston, and everywhere in between, cashing in on some pretty good snowfall. In fact, New York City could have its heaviest snowfall in one singular storm in the past 3 years, but its heaviest snowfall for the month of December in the last 5 years. Uh, so some interesting stats there, but overall some tricky travel. So if you are traveling to any one of those places, pack your patience as you deal with likely some delays, especially by air. Locally, we should be fine. However, yesterday we were dealt with ridiculously warm temperatures. In fact, Amarillo shattered their record of 73 set back in 1979 by 7 degrees. We had an observed temperature of 80, but across the board, we set new records, which is good and honestly bad news when we talk about the overall change in our climate. But taking a look at our 7 day planner, rather our day planner, we could see temperatures going from the 50s this morning into the 70s around lunchtime. Looking through our winds, this is going to be the main story throughout the day. While they've kind of are subdued right now, later this afternoon we could see winds picking back up with those gusts pushing near 30 miles an hour, especially for areas west of Amarillo. Overnight, they'll die back down. But once we get some daylight heating tomorrow, that's when we could see those wind gusts resurge back into the 30 near 40 mile an hour range, especially for areas north and west. So breezy for sure, not just in those northwest areas, but across the panhandle. That's going to lead to elevated fire danger for today. Now, that includes much of both eastern New Mexico, the entire Texas panhandle for the most part, and as well as a good chunk of the Oklahoma panhandle. Now, we want to make sure we are doing our utmost to ensure that we don't accidentally start any fires across the area. In fact, I wanted to show you guys this video. Here we go. We'll start off with this. So this is just a quick list of some things that we can and cannot do, um, or things, a checklist pretty much to make sure that we are doing, are practicing good fire safety, which includes don't park on dry grass, obeying our burn bans rather, avoid open flames or sparks, properly discarding cigarettes, and of course, if you are towing something, you want to make sure that chain isn't scraping, causing an accidental spark there. Because this was yesterday, on the southeastern side of Amarillo, outside of the loop, there they had the mistletoe fire breakout, and crews were quite responsive, putting down the retardant there. Numerous agencies responding to it. So we see 523 acres burned, and as of this morning, 95% contained. But yesterday, it was really the winds that helped sweep this fire quickly across portions of the area. So we want to make sure that we are giving our response crews a bit of a break as much as we can by ensuring that we are doing our part to prevent accidental starts. But taking a look at our model for today, we will see those temperatures rise into the 70s thanks to that southwest flow. Overnight, we'll see clouds trickle in a bit more. By sunrise. We could see some clouds hovering around, and throughout the day, a bit more cloud cover streaming through the area. Now, as that front pushes through, there is a non 0% possibility of maybe some rain or even some snowfall. um, Both would be very light and very isolated in nature as that front moves through. And in fact, a closer look at it, once that front pushes through on Sunday, we'll see a cool down in Sunday's temperatures for sure, but it really holds off until Monday, where we can have highs in the 30s and 40s. So extremely chilly and quite the cold snap when we think about it overall. Now, here's what that actually looks like. We'll have that cold front crashing through the US, and you could see just how deep it goes. I mean, down to places like the Gulf Coast and even Florida could have temperatures in the 40s. So definitely a colder air mass that we're dealing with, but it doesn't last too long because as we head into the new year, we'll have highs back up near 60 degrees once again. So short relief, but it is a break. Get to bring out the jacket once again. Taking a look at our 7 day tracker, we're in the 70s for today and tomorrow. Breezy conditions, elevated fire danger as we close out this week. Heading into Sunday, we could see those breezes stay elevated, maybe even a bit more so as that cold front pushes through behind it, those breezy conditions picking up. Heading into Monday, highs in the 40s, looking quiet and dry next week, just in time to ring in the new year. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Stay warm, well, stay cool, I guess. Stay cool and make sure to practice those good safety habits, not just today, but also